What's up, everybody? GeauxBurns climbing back upon Mount Soapbox for another rant. And if you have a rant suggestion that I've yet to do, so be sure and check the playlist just in case. Be it about Grand Theft Auto, Mafia, Red Dead, gaming in general, YouTube, etc. Feel free and send it my way below in the comments section or via Twitter or Facebook. By the way, Facebook, Twitter, linked below in the description section. So, following the conclusion of one of my streams, I came across some joy on my channel. Obviously, I'm being sarcastic. Yeah. What the fuck is this shit? Not suitable for all advertisers. So I'm like, what is this nonsense, YouTube? What are you up to today? What sort of shenanigans? Is it just me? No, it's not just me. It's also one of my friends, and probably several of my friends. Carrick over at ACG. By the way, Carrick is awesome. He does reviews of indie and AAA games. And he's also affected. And I'm sure my other fellow YouTubers are also facing this particular issue from YouTube, including Azralyn most likely, because she also does reviews along with her live streaming. So going to Carrick's channel, his Twitter real quick. So it started off, he said, great, more demonetized videos this morning, including a Minecraft video he did. Wow. Why would that get demonetized? That doesn't make any sense. It's not even a teen-rated or mature-rated game, for crying out loud. And then the numbers continue to go up. He found 1.77 demonetized videos. And then I think eventually it was, 99, I think. I could be wrong about that. But so this is affecting YouTubers, big and small, myself included. So it doesn't matter if you have a few hundred, subscribers or a few thousand subscribers, hundreds of thousands of subscribers, or millions of subscribers. We're all having to deal with this latest BS from YouTube. And you're probably wondering, GeauxBurns, what sort of BS are you talking about? Well, this is what we're talking about right here. Advertiser-friendly content guidelines. YouTube is where the world chooses to watch video. With the most current, comprehensive, and compelling video library on the web, uploaded by a diverse set of creators from around the world. YouTube is also where thousands of brands come to connect with their audiences. All videos uploaded to YouTube must comply with YouTube's terms of service, community guidelines. To be eligible for advertising, videos must comply with the AdSense program policies. YouTube also reserves the right to, in its discretion, not show ads on videos and watch pages, including ads from certain advertisers or certain formats. This article provides some guidelines about about policies and practices, and ensure your videos are eligible for advertising. See, we aren't telling you what to create. Each and every creator on YouTube is unique and contributes to the vibrancy of YouTube. However, advertisers also have a choice about what to show their ad, what channels to show their ads on and what videos to show their ads on. As with everything related to YouTube, use your common sense, don't abuse the site, and be respectful of others. All right, so I understand that there are some content creators out there that post some pretty nasty stuff, hate speech, and a lot of other bad stuff as well. And obviously, they don't deserve any recognition. They don't deserve any ad dollars for the hate they spew. But what about everybody else that's, worked very hard to make, content for people to enjoy? Like, I don't know, YouTubers that focus on gaming content, like Carrick over at ACG, like Azralyn, myself, and other content creators as well, big and small. Why are we being punished for the actions of, some bad apples? Why don't those channels just get completely demonetized? And, the rest of us don't have to face this wrath because of something other channels did. I think that's completely horseshit. And personally, I have a serious issue with it. All right, so these are all the videos I currently have to go through and request reviews for. And just because I send a request doesn't mean that YouTube is going to reverse their decision for these videos. So all these videos I have that I've worked on, several of them I've put hours into editing, recording, adding graphics to, not exactly up to the level of Hollywood, but still, you know, I've put a lot of time, blood, sweat, and tears into my content over the past 3 years, and it does pain me to see that, you know, this content is unfortunately held in review. And some of it, you know, like, are kind of mature games, like, you know, Grand Theft Auto 4, Mafia 3, for example. But at the same time, it's just odd. Like some of my Ghostbusters games, episodes. Okay? It's just weird. I don't really understand this at all. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know how many pages I have that are currently... see, it keeps going. It keeps freaking going. The list goes on and on. These are all the videos I'm going to have to go through and request reviews for. And all the videos that I've put time and effort into. And look, I get it. We don't make much money, content creators. I mean, I didn't start my channel 3 years ago for the money. I mean, if one day I got big enough to where I could make a decent living, then that would be icing on the cake for me. I'm just glad I have my viewers, subscribers, and fans that take the time to watch all my videos. My old videos, like all these ancient videos from a long time ago, and my newer stuff as well. And for whatever rhyme or reason, YouTube has decided to, you know, add these to a list of, you know, not suitable for advertisers. Well, I do have a question for YouTube on the behalf of other content creators, you know, like those of us that make similar content that aren't, you know, putting out hate speech or, you know, doing nasty shit like that. It's a video game for one thing, and I do play mature video games, like I said, Mafia, Grand Theft Auto, etc. But at the same time, you look at network television or, you know, other channels like AMC, for example, or ABC, or Fox, or the list goes on and on. You know, channels that rely on advertising revenue. I'm not talking about HBO or Stars or Cinemax or, you know, late at night Skinemax. Those channels obviously don't have advertising. What I'm talking about are the channels that do have commercial breaks, like AMC. And a lot of their more popular shows have violence. They have cuss words. They even have sex scenes. I mean, maybe they don't have full-fledged nudity. Maybe it's not exactly soft or hardcore porn, but they do have these things. Like, for example, The Walking Dead on AMC. I mean, there's a lot of brutality on their show. There's a lot of cussing on their show. I mean, there's not, you know, a lot of times you'll hear them say shit all the time. I mean, yeah, that's like the quote-unquote worst word they may say on the show, but they do say other words as well, and they're just words, by the way. So you have a lot of that on this show. Sex scenes, violence, cussing, and I don't have a problem with it. But why is it okay for those shows to get advertising revenue and a lot of ad dollars, yet it's not okay for my content and other channels' contents to get anything? Is it just because that we're easier to stomp on and pick on because we're not averaging, you know, millions of views or subscribers? Do the bigger YouTubers have, you know, more say, more pull because of their size? I mean, this affects, in my opinion, the entire YouTube community. And while, you know, this financially isn't really going to hurt me, it does suck because, you know, it's nice to see a little bit of something for the effort I put into it. And like the big reward for me is, you know, the positive likes, you know, the comments, people actually taking the time to watch my videos and share them via, you know, Twitter or Facebook. That's the win for me. But for others that have gotten their channel big enough, like Carrick at ACG and others that, you know, depend on, you know, revenue coming in from views in order to keep their channel going, because they're not making a ton of money either. They're barely getting by. But at the same time, they love what they're doing. You know, why are they being punished? Why is this happening to, you know, people that are putting out really good content? And if it wasn't for us content creators, big and small, who take the time to make content, whether it's video games or other, you know, topics as well, that has helped grow YouTube into the social media video superpower that it is, then where would YouTube be right now? mean, yeah, it's awesome that Google has this platform for content creators to go and put their content on, to have their voice heard or have their passions fulfilled, whether you are a gamer or whether you want to do a channel completely about various types of hairstyles or makeup, or a technology channel where you want to talk about the latest computers or latest phones, or latest headsets. So I don't know why YouTube's doing this. I don't know why they can't simply just be like, okay, we're going to deal with the channels that are causing the problems, that are, pissing off the advertisers. And look, I'm not saying that advertisers should be forced to advertise on those channels. Not at all. Like, as somebody who once, had a business and once, put money on radio stations to promote a business I had a while back, I would not like someone to force me to put my money on the radio stations where I would get no business from. Our TV stations, our newspapers, our internet. Like, as an advertiser, you should have a right to put your money where you feel so inclined to put it. But it really feels like here that YouTube is just trying to punish everybody for the actions of a few, instead of, like singling out those particular channels that are putting out the questionable content, the hate content, things that should be restricted by copyright, that are not owned by them. Like, for example, someone that just takes videos of like Game of Thrones and puts it on YouTube, or like from a movie. I mean, and just completely puts the movie on YouTube, or completely puts a TV show on YouTube. It's not their content. Obviously they don't own that, so they should not be able to profit from it. But it's a different story when it comes to like recording a video game. I mean, even Nintendo's starting to realize that to some degree, even though they were kind of holdouts for a very, very long time. I don't have the right to say take Carrick's videos and put it on my channel, or take anyone else's videos and put it on my channel. I only have a right to put my content on my channel. Edit my content, put it together. Unless I'm collaborating with somebody, like if I was doing a collab series with like Azerlin, or a collab series with Carrick, that would be the difference. I mean, that does happen. But what I'm talking about is the fact that you have content creators out there, like myself, like Carrick, like Azerlin, big and small, that are negatively affected by this. And the question is, what is the solution? Unfortunately, YouTube is becoming a very difficult place for content creators to make any sort of money back financially. And to combat that, if you do like a channel like ACG, or any other number of channels out there that actually have ways of contributing to them financially, and you're able to financially contribute to them, obviously don't do it if you can't afford to. But for those of you that are fans of Carrick's channel, or Azerlin's channel, or a variety of other channels out there that you really love, and you don't want to see them go away, then I suggest you help them out monetarily if you can, via PayPal, because a lot of channels have PayPal. You can donate a few bucks. If you have like $5 to donate or $10 to donate, it adds up. I mean, like I said, only donate what you can afford to donate. And if you can get a Patreon account, there are several channels like Carrick's channel and Azerlin's channel that have Patreons, and you can support them that way. Or like, for example, during streams, like Azerlin streams, a lot of other channel streams too, and they do tips. And that's another way you can financially contribute to content creators like Azerlin, who loves streaming, and also merchandising. So if you have channels out there that are into merchandising, and you really love their channel, you love the content they make, you may want to buy a t-shirt from them, or a baseball cap from them, or a coffee mug from them, depending on what kind of merchandise they happen to sell. Like I said, once again, if you can afford to financially contribute to your favorite content creator or creators. And the other way that you really do help us out, if you cannot financially contribute to us, and that's totally understandable. These are tough economic times. But at the same time, what you can do is just help us promote our content. And you do that by liking our videos, especially if you enjoyed the videos you were watching. You don't have to watch all my videos. You don't have to like all my videos. I totally get it. For example, I know not everybody is into prominence poker. I love playing poker. But at the same time, I get that not everybody on my channel is into poker. A lot of people prefer Grand Theft Auto or Mafia content on my channel. And that's perfectly fine. But the content you do love on my channel, support it. You know, like the videos. Retweet it like one of my subscribers, Carlene, does. She likes and retweets almost everything I do, and she's freaking awesome. You know, one of my retweet warriors, as I call her. So do that for your favorite content creators if you have a Twitter account, or if you have a Facebook and you have friends or family or people that you know that are interested in that same type of content. If you play with people that love Grand Theft Auto or love Mafia or love Friday the 13th, and you happen to have a channel that you like that plays that particular game or covers that particular game, and they do a good job, you know, tell them about it. Say, hey, check out GeauxBurns. He does a really good job with his Grand Theft Auto content or his Mafia content. Or check out Azulin, you know, or Sky. You know, they have great Friday the 13th live streams. You know, just I know it's asking a bit more from you guys, but you are part of this community, whether you realize it or not. All of you awesome viewers, subscribers, and fans to all the channels you belong to, whether it's a few hundred subscribers, a few thousand subscribers, hundreds of thousands of subscribers, even millions of subscribers. Us content creators would not be doing what we're doing without you guys. We wouldn't be. You know, it's just a fact of life that we continue to make the content we do because A, we love making the content, and B, you know, you guys inspire us to keep going. And it's awesome that you guys do take the time to subscribe to our channels, to like us on Twitter, to you know, I mean, follow us on Twitter or like us on Facebook, etc. You know, but, you know, if you also, you know, really want to help the channel and you can't financially do it, then there's other ways to do it. Like I mentioned, you know, simply by, you know, like retweeting, you know, like hit the retweet button, hit the like button, you know, let people know. Let everyone else know in your Twitter about, hey, you know, I like this. I like that. I'm retweeting this. And maybe they'll go check it out. And maybe they'll like it. And maybe they'll retweet it. Maybe they'll like it. And through, you know, the algorithms of YouTube, it'll let other people know about those channels. And the more subscribers, the more views a channel gets, the better chance they have of, you know, hopefully making it monetarily. So, you know, it's difficult right now for content creators because of all this nonsense from YouTube. They're really clamping down, and it's hard. And for a lot of people that, you know, have gotten to the point in their YouTube career where they depend on, you know, that because they've made it a job, even though it is still their passion and their hobby. And that's what you should always do, is try and find a job that is in sync with what you're passionate about, what you enjoy. You don't want to be in a job you hate. It's better to have a job that you're just, you know, you're making a living, you're living, you're enjoying it. You may not be getting wealthy off of it, but it's far better to have a job like that you love, that you're going to enjoy doing the rest of your life, than going to a job where you're making a lot of money that you're completely miserable doing, because that's going to tear you up inside. It's going to destroy you, because money isn't everything. But at the same time, if you are able to help your favorite content creators, or even one content creator, please consider doing so, because it's not going to get any easier for any of us, especially with the way advertising is. And I realize YouTube has complete control over that. You know, it's awesome that we're able to have a place to go to put our content, you know, for you guys to watch it. But at the same time, I do feel like it's unfair what YouTube is doing to a majority of content creators because of the action of a small few. They have nothing better to do but violate the rules when it comes to copyrights, or, you know, spewing out nothing but hate content. In my opinion, they deserve to be punished, but the rest of us should be rewarded for the hard work that we put into our channels.